Okay. Is it working? Oh, it looks like it's working. The fuck is it doing? I hate live streaming software. Oh, okay. There. Okay, that was on me. That was my fault. There we go. Now it works. Perfect. So, first things first, is there a massive amount of audio delay? Somebody in the comments tell me I'm not going to do my own, what's it called? Sound checks, because it's going to take forever. There. Yeah, so first, is the sound good? And, yeah, and with that, I'll start digging around with the system while somebody replies to my question, and because I ran into a minor issue with the setup. Not the motherboard's fault, but still a minor issue that did need solving, so I did not have as much time as I wanted to set up the stream stuff. Go. Okay, so the plan for today originally was that I was going to test a Sempron 145 just because that's sort of a relevant AM3 Plus CPU to benchmark since it's a single core. So on hardware bot, it's really like if you have a single core CPU on a hardware bot, then there's a bunch of categories which you can submit to where, you know, single cores are super cheap and you can get easy points. Then I wanted to try Phenom II triple core, which requires unlocking, which I'm not sure if this board supports, so I'm just going to stick the CPU in there and check if it supports that, and we're going to do that right off the bat. What else was there? Right. Then I wanted to use an FX 370 just to see how the board handles a big AMD 8-core. Only minor issue is my only 8-core that I have is a 9590. The board doesn't support it. I'm pretty sure it would survive if I put the 9590 in there, but I still need to have the board working for some more content, so I'm not gonna risk blowing it up today. And the 8370 that ASUS sent me to use just doesn't work. It won't even boot Windows, so I don't have an 8-core to use today, so instead we're going to use a Phenom 965B Black Edition to do to basically test how the LLC behaves and that kind of thing. And the Phenom is actually not great for that because the Phenom pulls a lot less current for a given amount of power than the 8-core than the FX chips. So yeah, that's not gonna it's not perfect for testing, but it'll sort of work, I hope. So with that out of the way, I guess let's just test if it can even unlock cores, and that'll just be a case of taking the board. So that's the board. There. And as you can probably notice right here, the board has a seriously bad case of RGB-itis. Over time, this will spread to the whole board, and then it'll stop working. Yeah, so let's get that's the 965. That's the, yeah, so this is this right here. Let's see, will it focus? Oh, it did. Holy crap, it actually focused on something. Okay, so this is a Phenom II 2-core 560 Black Edition. I know that these chips can be unlocked to 3 and 4 cores if your motherboard supports the unlocking feature. So we're going to test if this can do it, but I have my doubts about it because the Sabertooth didn't, and last I heard, basically ASUS dropped support for core unlocking due to incompatibility with Windows 8 or something. So yeah, but since this is just a quick test, I'm going to completely half-ass it with the cooler mounting, so I'm just going to take this Hyper 212 and just drop it on there like that. And let's hope for the best, that it doesn't come off. Oh, there we go. Get the system running, and I'm going to swap you over to the second camera. And everything just broke, didn't it? Yes, it did. Oh, no. That works. So why doesn't the... Oh, well. I do have 2 cameras now, so at least you can see the BIOS properly. Well, better than usual. Let me quickly get that set up again. So, let's see. A little bit more. Yeah, that looks more like it. Huh. Yeah, okay, that'll work. And just, there we go. Yeah, looks just about as good as it's going to get. So, let's take a look at the advanced section. So, the BIOS is typical ASUS. You have your manual, DOCP, and all that. And if I'm not mistaken, CPU cool and quiet, so we're not going to... Wait. CPU core on-off. Manual. Oh! Second core. Okay, let's see. I think it's still going to just be a 2-core, because I'm not sure if it starts the numbering from 0 to 3. Well, no, 0 to... If it's second core, it's going to be core 2 for sure, though. I mean, core 1, because technically cores are numbered 0 to 1, so... Where's the save? There we go. We'll just drop into Windows, check CPU Z, and it's probably going to tell me it's still a 2-core. If it's still a 2-core, then, well, this board can't unlock CPU cores, and that kind of sucks. But I still want to see how it just does general memory performance and the other things. Because I'm hoping that it'll be at least a really strong motherboard for FX chips, if it's not, you know, universally capable of everything. Oh, no, Windows, you stupid piece of garbage. No! Damn it. Ah! Why? Why? Oh my god. This is what I get for trying to get that FX8370 to work. Oh well. So for those of you... Actually, so for those of you who are wondering about the triple-core, dual-core thing, so on the Phenom II CPU series, a lot of them are disabled via software. They're not disabled on a hardware level. So you can actually go and override the software lock on the core count, and it'll get you, and the CPU will go from being a 2-core to being a triple-core or a 4-core or whatever the hell you need. Well, whatever, you know, got cut off. Like a 960T, so that's the Phenom II 4-core 960T, that can unlock up to 6 cores if you have a motherboard capable of doing that. And I was hoping that the Aura would be able to do it, but it looks like it isn't. So we'll see after I finally get into Windows here. And I'll also try get another camera working again. Refresh. Oh. Oh, that's lovely. Let me guess. So this... Okay. Yeah. Oh. So I did have dual cameras working at some point in time, but right now that broke, so there we go. Up. There. Finally checked all the finish already. I have no idea what's quality. I think it's 720. Oh, come on, I just missed another one of those skips. Can I please skip? Windows, why? Oh, well, at least it won't ask me for it for the rest of the stream, so hopefully that'll be good. There we go. Ah, yep, okay. And this is overexposed again. Great, lovely. Where the hell are the camera settings? Those aren't the camera settings I'm looking for. Oh, okay, that's that camera. Okay, so they got swapped around. That's lovely. Ah, I love streaming software. Oh, that's why the settings got all screwed up. No doubt, yeah. Let's see. There, you can read it. Restart later, and let's see what CPU-Z says about the CPU. And it's still 2 cores. Okay, so this doesn't support it. Oh well. That's no surprise. I kind of expected that. Oh wait, I just told it to restart. Damn it. Okay. So you know what? Let's just go with the 965 Black Edition and just skip the Sempron completely, because that's going to be probably extremely boring. So, oh wait, that means I need to keep changing camera settings. Oh, I hate streaming software so much. Actually, no, I hate all of it. Everything. Camera software, streaming software, capture card software. Damn it. Wires for the cameras. So, obviously, nothing shows up right now, because let me get to the advanced settings again. Okay, you know what? Let's see if auto will... Nope. Okay, restore defaults. There we go. Let's see if yeah, auto's not gonna... There. So, let's see. Pull this chip. Actually, no, I'll clean that one off before I pull it. You're going to be covered in thermal paste by the end of this anyway. So, that's that one out of there. Let's pop the... That's the 965 going in. Pull that, because I'm going to swap heat sinks for something a little bit. The Hyper 212 isn't a bad heatsink, but it's not quite enough for what I expect to end up being a 200 watt heat load. So, there. There's already plenty of thermal paste on that chip, so I'm not going to really bother with it that much. Doesn't really make a difference anyway. So, what did I need? Heatsink I have. Where did the fans go? Oh, there they are. Okay, so. Go. Up. That, and let's get the one. I'm going to just run one fan, and let's get that in place. we go. Make sure that it doesn't fall out of there. There. Yeah, that'll hold. Well, let's power on. Why is it not going? There we go. And I'll pull you back onto the BIOS view. So yeah, now there's a 965 in there. And hopefully I'll be able to push 4.3-ish. I think that's the best this chip ever did. Admittedly, that was when I was still kind of a noob. So we will see if I can't get it to go faster. And I'm hoping to get something like a 5 plus in Cinebench on this. So let's get that. Yeah, okay, the camera's not going to be able to handle this. So I'm going to have to go and manually fix everything. Okay, that looks fine. Enter advance. Put this in, I'll put it in manual mode, because the DOCP is for memory profiles, but the memory I have in here will probably not work. Well, it's a 2000 megahertz kit, so that won't work because Phenom chips only go up to 1600. But it'll be still interesting, 1600 to 1800 megahertz on the memory, so it'll still be interesting to figure out how low I can drop the timings at those frequencies. So I think I'll start off going straight for 4 gigahertz. And let's see, memory 1600. Actually, no, I'll go a little bit lower and try pull the memory up. So 1700 memory, nope. More 1800 with CPU just under 4. Let's see, Northbridge. Try 24. Yeah, okay, so I'll try 2475 and then hopefully 2600 to 2800 is where Phenom 2s and FX chips sort of end up on the Northbridge. I'll leave the HT link at auto because it doesn't really matter at all. CPU spread spectrums, disable those as always. Power saving, leave that alone. Timing controls. Yep, I'm just going to leave it on auto and see if the board can figure out what to do with the RAM on its own. If it can't, I'll try to do it manually. So for voltages, I'll need like 1.5 if I'm not mistaken. Well, I'll start with more rather than less. 1.25. 1.8. Nope. That's high. 1.7. Actually, this kit should handle... Nah, I'll just give it 1.7. I don't really care about being efficient on the voltages. So I'll run them like... This is unnecessarily high for this given kit of RAM. That's probably where it should be. Might need to raise that a bit. That's probably about where it should be. So let's go into the Digi Plus power control. So we have regular, medium, high, ultra high, and extreme. I'm going to go with high because I suspect that's going to be the most stable in terms of power delivery, and I'll actually try take a digital multimeter while it's running a benchmark. So to see if how stable the voltage is. I think I chose the wrong GPU to do that with though. Because last time, if I remember correctly, last time I was measuring voltage coming off of the VRM, I tilted the motherboard. Oh, this is going to be fun. Okay, so load line for Northbridge, I'm going to put that on high as well. Max out the current capability. Max that out as well. Manual. I'll leave that on fast. So this is basically how quickly the VRM can respond to changes. This will call, well, the ultra fast setting will basically get you higher VRM thermals. So, yeah, and fast. So ultra fast will obviously get you the best stability at the cost of you know, VRM efficiency, and fast is just sort of a happy medium, and I'll just leave it on fast for now. Manual, let's see how far the frequency goes. 600, oh, that's it. Okay, so 600 kilohertz maximum switching frequency. That's not really that high. So, yeah, but it shouldn't really matter, since this is one of the few motherboards with an actual 7-phase VRM, whereas the other ones are a doubled up 4, and they max out at around the same frequencies. So T-probe, leave that normal, power phase fast, and Northbridge fast. This should, in theory, boot right up. And this motherboard doesn't have a postcode. So if anything goes wrong, this is going to be really not fun. And it's complaining about RAM. Okay, it looks like it'll boot. There we go. That was nice and quick. Now I need to wait for the mouse to pick up. Come on. Did it crash already? No? Okay, it's good. So, let's see. The baseline test I did for this system should still be... Yeah, okay, so this score down here, which is 3.8 points, 3.82, that's the baseline score I did for this system, which was just, you know, all defaults. Drop. I can't get it focused at all. This is going to be so... Oh, autofocus. Yourself. Okay, you know what? Why the... No, that makes it worse. Okay, well, whatever. Let's see how this runs, and I'll also pull up core temp so we can see temperatures while it's running. So right now it's idling at 36. Let's see. Run. Okay. See, I'll try fine-tune the camera settings while this... Yeah, I have no idea what to do about this. Nope, zooming in further really won't help. Oh, man. Okay, so temperature-wise, it's fine. It's doing 52 degrees. So that's good. So my terrible thermal paste method had absolutely no impact on thermal performance, and it's a 4.66. That's not too bad, but I want more, obviously. The best I got on this chip in the past was like 5. So the usual way for getting higher Cinebench scores is to rerun it over and over and over and over again. So I'll try that. Hopefully it'll improve a little bit. And actually I can probably, yeah, okay, I'll try fine-tune the system a little bit from inside the operating system, because I do have Turbo V Core, which I'm super happy. Like, I'm actually really surprised at like the mix of features that ASUS has like sort of chosen for this board, because Turbo V Core is a utility that, well, it's a great utility. It's amazing. So if any of you have had an ASUS board, then you know how ASUS has the AI Suite 2 software. So Turbo V Core is just the Turbo V part of the AI Suite section in its own little standalone utility that isn't monstrous and obnoxious and a pain to start up with. So yeah, you get Turbo V Core on this board, which is kind of surprising because I didn't think they would, like, none of the other, like, there's a bunch of other manufacturer basically overclocking utilities which are similar to Turbo V Core, except none of them are available on the AM3 Plus platform. So I was pleasantly surprised when I found out that works on this board. So I'll just put this into group tuning. And 225 times 18 is what? I have no idea, I don't care. Let's see if it'll apply. Didn't crash, so that's good. Let's see, CPU Z. Oh, I have cool and I am an idiot. Okay. Give me a second. Well, I won't go too far into the tweaking right now. Also, I need to get that to boot into advanced mode. Let's see. Main AI, no, advanced CPU. Disabled. Wait, always disabled. Disabled. Northbridge, that's fine. Let's see. Yeah, okay. Disable this, because I can't use it anyway. Can't use that either. Not using the internet, so I'll disable that. Disable the RGB. Oh my, they actually gave you an option to disable the lighting of the audio section. That's impressive. I did not know that they... That's new. Save changes and reset. Ooh, and I forgot to... Oh, whatever. That doesn't matter. Why is it hanging? Oh, there we go. What is it about this mouse and keyboard that it takes them a month to initialize on every install of Windows that I have? So yeah, so now we're at 3.95, so where's Turbo V? Go. And I'll just raise the CPU ratio up again, so group tuning, 18, apply. There we go. If I'm not mistaken, I actually want to check if Turbo V Core has one other thing, which is because it looks like it might have it, and that'll be interesting to see. So let's see. Will this run? Looks stable enough. Get rid of that. There. Now it's more in line with what I'm actually testing. No, 4.81. That's not too bad. Actually, I want to try... No thanks. What I wanted to try, so if we open up core temp. So if you look at core temp, I'll get you closer. You can see... Oh, see at this distance, it actually looks proper. Well, that's funny. Okay, so as you can not see at that distance, so core temp shows every single core's frequency, which CPU-Z doesn't. So this right here has CPU ratio group tuning, so this will allow you to control one, and I think that maybe I might be able to overclock one core at a time, so we'll see. Oh, no. Okay, yeah, so that's only for the FX chips. But yeah, on FX chips you can actually overclock individual cores to different frequencies. So, through the multiplier. So, yeah. And this board does support it, and it does come with a utility for that, but oh well. More gigahertz. So it's at 18, so 18 and a half. So that's 4.175, and let's see if it'll run that. And I should have really maxed out the fan profile when I was in the BIOS. Oh well, once it crashes I'll do that. Whoops. Shut up, Windows. No one cares. There. And that just lowered my score. Yay. Well, so Turbo V Core is basically like the utility I'm using for all the CPU overclocking here is Turbo V Core, and that's basically the Turbo V section of the ASUS software without all the other crap on it. So, yeah. And it's basically the best way to quickly figure out where stuff has limits. Okay, so 4.93. You know what? I want to actually optimize this, so nope. Restart. And I'll go into the BIOS and tweak a few things. So, try that. I think I might be able to do, whatever. Let's see, 4275, HT-Link. I'll leave HT-Link on auto again. DRAM timings. Oh my god, that is so loose. No wonder it was performing like garbage. Okay, so 8, no, 6. Actually, no, let's not go that low yet. 7, 9, 7, 8, 20. Well, let's see. So that's 8 plus 9 plus 7. What is that? That's like 16, 24. There. That'll totally boot. Wait, that's actually 20. Yeah, that is 24. Surprising. Let's see. Is it? Oh, it's still running 1T. That's impressive. So, which button was it? No, wait. One more thing. That's fine. Crank this one up. Okay, I'll put it at 1.325, at 1.7. There. Let's see if this boots. I'm impressed. It's not complaining about RAM. Yet. Oh, I forgot to set up the fan profile. Oh, whatever. Let's see. Work. Damn it, mouse. There we go. So since I changed a few of the voltages, I'll open up the, just to check temperatures again, so. And this should score above 5 at this point. Yeah, the heatsink's doing a great job of keeping this cool. So... let's see. I think I'll try give it a tad more BCLK next, just to pull it into the 4.3 gigahertz range proper and raise the memory frequency a little bit as well. So, boom, 5.09. Well, that was too easy. I'm getting good at this. So, let's see. For this, I'll need CPU-Z since I actually want accurate frequency readouts instead of, well, this, because that's static. So, yeah. 225. Memory is doing 902, so let's see. Raise by 2, apply. Didn't crash. Oh my, wait. Oops. Wait, that's already above. Okay, wait, back down. That's 4.3. So now it's at 4.3 proper, and the memory's at, yeah, okay, the memory basically didn't change. Let's rerun. So next I'm going to try drop it down to CL6. Actually, you know what? No, before I do that, I'm going to run SuperPi so that we have something that actually cares about memory performance and not Cinebench. Because Cinebench is pretty much a pure... well, Cinebench likes memory bandwidth, but mostly it's just raw CPU power that gets you the highest score in it. So I'm going to have to get something that's a little bit more sensitive to RAM settings than this. $514. Yep, this is scoring nicely. No thanks. Let's see SuperPi. I want 2 million, 4 million. Which one's going to take forever? I'll take 4 million. So the thing about SuperPi is 32 million takes forever, and it's the most RAM sensitive, and 1 million takes really, really short amount of time, but that's mostly CPU clock bound, so I went for 4 million because I don't want to be here forever. And I do want something that's a little bit more sensitive than 1 million. Okay, it's still running. Oh, 4 seconds per loop. Okay, so that finished in a minute 28. So that's the time to beat now. I think I can probably... Yeah, okay. So let's restart and get some more memory timings dialed in. Well, basically, I'm just going to try drop them again. And this time I'll also set the freaking fan profile. So monitor... It's currently doing 1500, but that's way too freaking slow, so if I disable it... Huh. So that's interesting. So my other ASUS boards, if you go into the BIOS and disable the fan control, they instantly ramp up the fan speed, but this one's not doing that, so it's a little bit surprising. Oh well, doesn't matter. Raise that. And timing controls. Let's see, CL6. See if that boots. Ooh, that went. There's the fan. So, DRAM timing. Let's see if it can do 5. I kind of suspect it won't. But we'll see how it recovers. Okay, so it says DRAM error. So, this board, which most other boards don't have, actually, I'm pretty sure this is unique to this board from the ASUS lineup. So, let me get the camera freaking configured again. There we go. There. So, this right here, this header, okay, I guess I have to also enable autofocus. So, there. That header right there, right? Yeah, this one. So, if you look, let's see, focus. Whatever, basically there's these two pins on it. If you short them out, it should instantly reset the motherboard. So, let's get something to short those out with, because, there we go. Hopefully, if I try this enough times, eventually it'll get the RAM settings to work. I can't see what's going on. Sorry, give me a second. Whee! There we go. So, there. Those pins just get some metal. It's just going to refire the board, and now it's booting. Hopefully, it actually made the settings work. Overclocking failed. It's just freaking... Seriously? It's supposed to let me rerun the settings over and over? Yeah, okay, it just reset the system. Dumb board. Oh, well, I'll just shove more voltage into the RAM. That's always going to work. Phenoms have a really, really, like, strong memory controller in terms of how much voltage you can throw at it, so 1.85 volts should be perfectly safe. And... still not booting. Is it? Nope, it's not. So I guess I'll just retry it. RAM error and... oh, it looks like it's going to fire up this time. Oh, it's going to give me a... overclocking failed. Please don't tell me. Stupid motherboard. Okay, so the retry button does not work anywhere near as, like, anywhere near similar to how it works on all the other stuff that I've tried that had this button. That being the Rampage 5 Extreme, where the retry button was basically the insanity button because it would try to boot the same settings over and over and over and over and over again, but it would never actually, like, sometimes the same settings started to work at random, so, you know, that's why that button exists. Randomly your settings start working, but apparently this motherboard doesn't have that implemented for some reason. I don't know. Because it really shouldn't be throwing me to the overclocking failed screen. It should be trying to do the same settings. Oh well. I won't give it more voltage at this point because it's obvious, like, 1.85 is just about the limit of where my RAM stops scaling, so I'm just going to drop it back down, and we're going to start working on the other timings. Let's see, leave that at 9, drop that to 7. Save that. Let's see if it boots. Okay, autofocus is blowing up, so that actually booted up just fine. Second. Oh my, Reichlight, for once, actually figured out what to... Oh my, the camera didn't fail. That's incredible. So, last best time was... Right, and am I actually running the same frequency? Let's just check. Somebody asked for a 1 million time. Well, let's see. So 69724. So I'm going to do the 4 million test, and then I'm going to do the 1 million. $24. Oh, so it's a tad faster. And I think that might be because I just ran it right after restarting the system, that it didn't make a bigger difference. Somebody asked for 1 million time, so I'm going to run a 1 million and then probably rerun 15, well, 4. Okay, so let's do 1 mil. That was $15.99. So yeah. Okay, let's try 4 million again, just to make sure that the time's consistent. Okay, I'll try lower the bitrate a bit. Let's see. Wait, will that require me...